It's the Diamond K Show, sometimes controversial but always authentic. The Diamond K Show is a music insider's view into the world of business and entertainment, hosted by writer, director, and music entrepreneur, yours truly, Diamond K. Hola, people, hola. Thank you for tuning in, thank you for logging on, and thank you for listening to the Diamond K Show. Spread the word, y'all. I post new content daily at YouStreamRadio.com. Today's show is sponsored by YouAreNotTheFatherBook.com. Read the struggles I faced before and after finding out the 7-year-old boy I was raising was not my own. Digital, paperback, and audio versions are available right now at YouAreNotTheFatherBook.com. With that being said, let's get into today's show. Welcome to the Diamond K Show here on YouStreamRadio.com. Today we will be joined by adult film star Alexis Golden. The very talented adult star is going to tell us all about her mission to find the next great American porn star. Let me go to the lines right now. Hello, who's this?
Hi, it's Alexis.
How are you doing?
I am doing fantastic.
Great, glad you could join us.
Yes, thanks for having me on. I'm very excited because I have a lot going on I want to talk about, so I hope all your listeners are paying close attention.
Absolutely. And actually, I do have a couple questions for you as well, but let's start right now with what you have going on. What are you so excited about today?
Well, today, I have just recently announced that I am doing a search for regular guys and girls who may have had the fantasy of being in an adult film but didn't know how to go about doing it. And I'm presenting them with the opportunity to apply to be in my next film. So I have a series called The Travel Mill, and it's a reality-based film, and it's again centers on regular guys and girls who have that fantasy, and they meet me out in my travels around the U.S. And one thing leads to another, and we're back in my hotel room for hijinks.
That is amazing. And you said fantasy, so I'm sure a lot of people have had this type of fantasy, and you're going to help people along the way. How different is it, I guess, for people who obviously have sex, but what is the difference when you introduce the filming part? Do you notice people performing differently?
Well, it's definitely different than the type of filming that the big porn companies do out in LA. Mine is an amateur kind of gonzo film, so there's no acting or scripts that might make people feel uncomfortable and get nervous, because in addition to having sex with somebody, they also have lines to remember, certain things to say or certain things to do. We strip all of that out, and so we try and make it as comfortable as an environment for people. And of course, somebody who's never had sex in front of a camera before with lights on them is probably going to get nervous. I could only imagine that. But it's a small production team. It's not 20 people in the room. It's very intimate, and what I like and what a lot of my fans have given me feedback on is that I'm not an actor. I am real. I'm a real person, and this is about me get my nuts off, really.
Right, and you're very talented as well. I have seen a ton of your movies.
Oh, thanks. Thanks,
Very welcome.
I really have a lot of fun doing it. Are you gonna apply then? Is that what you're saying?
I don't think I'll be able to, but I would definitely help you spread the word on it. This is very very interesting. What type of have you gotten any negative energy from some of the professionals? I guess if I can use that word, some of the more seasoned people.
Right. I really don't pay attention to that sort of thing. I like to fill my life with positive people and positive energy, and the people in my circles, they think it's great. And this is a series for me. This is actually my third release of this. So it's been a very popular and very well-received series amongst my fans, and to me that's really what is the most important thing, that my fans enjoy it.
Now, what is a qualification if I knew someone who wanted to have the opportunity to take part in this? What are their qualifications?
Well, I like to cast a wide net, because I don't have just one type of person that I'm looking for. Of course, I'm looking for both guys and girls, so ladies, don't be shy.
Very nice.
Get in on the action, too. But I think it's, let's see. Okay, so I'm not going to beat around the bush about this. I like to have somebody who's well endowed.
Okay.
I have a series called Double Digit Dicks. It's my certification process. So if you have double digits or more, you might be bumped up to the front of the line. I'm just saying. But again, that's not a qualification. You don't have to have that to apply.
But it doesn't hurt, or maybe it does.
It does not hurt. No. And I'm really into interracial sex. That's kind of what I'm known for. My niche in the industry. I love black guys. I love bald heads. If you have a bald head, that helps too. But I try and give it a variety. And again, that's what the fans connect with. They connect with the fact that it could be them. That could be them in the role. So the more the merrier. Send them on in.
Absolutely. And they can find out more information at alexisgolden.com.
Yes, there's actually a link down at the bottom. If you click on casting, there's a casting page there that has what you need to do. You need to take current pictures, and the pictures I actually require folks to hold a sign with that says "Hi Alexis" and the date on it, because sometimes people, in the past, have either tried to use pictures from 10 years ago or somebody else's pictures even. So I nipped that in the butt a long time ago. It's true, dude. It's crazy what people will do.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, I had somebody who used somebody else's pictures show up, and we meet in a public place first to get the formalities out of the way. And when the dude walked in, it was clearly not the same person, and I'm not really quite sure what he was expecting that I wouldn't notice, or I don't know. So you have to follow the directions on the casting page, and everybody's tested. You have to go through industry standard testing. That's a must, absolutely. And so you'll see all the details there on alexisgolden.com casting.
Very good, very good. If we could go back for a moment and talk a little bit about that, how did the whole Travel MILF series begin? Where did that come from?
That's a good question. Well, I guess it probably stems back to how I got into porn in the first place. I'm a regular person. I'm a business person. I have a consulting company, and a lot of times I'm on the road. In addition to that, my husband and I are swingers, so kind of the combination of the two. You know, you're on the road, and you meet another swinging couple, and as swingers often do, they take out a camera and start to film themselves. I'm not really quite sure why, but it just seems to be the thing. And so I had all this footage from over the years of me doing my naughty things, and I met somebody in the porn industry, and they were like, "Oh, you should definitely start your own site." One thing led to another, and here I am with the Travel Mill.
Absolutely. You know, being such a popular porn star, do you have trouble doing like little things like going to the grocery store or going out to dinner?
It really depends on what city I'm in. In my hometown, I live in a very small community, and most of the folks are older, so they don't know who I am, and I don't have that issue at home. But if I'm out traveling, then I'm more recognized in bigger cities.
Right. That makes sense.
Mhm. Yeah, I guess old people get online and look at porn, but my neighbors haven't said anything to me yet. They're like, Alexis, we saw you online. Yeah.
Also, it is also good to know that, and you said it a couple times, during this interview about being a business person, as far as in front of the camera, but you also are making moves behind the camera. Where did that type of inspiration come from? Because everybody doesn't do it like that.
So in making moves behind the camera, you mean in building the Alexis Golden brand?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's my nature. I'm an entrepreneur by nature. I've actually have three companies that I've built since graduating from college. And when you get into the industry and you have that sort of mindset, to me, it wasn't about the money at first, and then I saw an opportunity to really make some money in it, and the only way that you can do that as an individual is to create your own site, produce your own movies, and I have a technology background, so I'm able to do all that stuff myself.
Very good. A lot of people could take, lessons from you in that regard.
I charge a very high fee, though.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure. So
it just really goes back to I'm a real person. I'm not in porn full time. I don't live in LA. I'm not in it 100% of the time. I do it on my terms, and I think that's what makes me really enjoy it so much, because I don't feel like it's a job. It's something that I really enjoy doing. That doesn't suck either.
And that on your own terms is a good thing. On your own terms is a good thing. So, as far as the filming and all of that kind of stuff, when and where does that take place?
Okay, good question. So, this particular time, I'm going to be in Miami, and I'm going to be there April 26th through May 2nd. And so people can fly down or drive down. You don't have to live in Miami to apply. Mm-hmm.
So April 26th to May 2nd in Miami, yep. People will get the opportunity, and of course they can come down after they've been contacted, or...
Well, yeah, so they'll...
because they can't just show up, I'm assuming.
Right. So they'll go to the casting page and they'll submit their information, and once we have a chance to review it, then we'll get back with you and schedule a preliminary Skype session so we can see it online as well. And from there, then we narrow it down to the select individuals. And you got to have backup too.
Yeah.
Back to your question earlier, do people have what are the challenges? Some people just can't perform. So when I say backup, I might schedule one or two people hoping that one of the two will really be able to do what they need to do.
So that's interesting. So you've actually had that situation where a person could not, rise to the occasion?
Good choice of words, yes. Yes. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And so, for me, it's an investment of my time and resources, so I want to make sure that I walk away with what I need.
Yeah, definitely. And, your fans wouldn't have it any other way. AlexisGolden.com is where they go to the casting page. You also have a very nice storefront there as well.
Yes, I just recently redesigned my store myself until the end. Oh, we're already in March. Oh, dear. I should probably... You know what? Here's what I'll do special for your listeners. I'm going to create a 20% off coupon that they can type in the coupon box. So it'll be 20% off anything in my store. If they just type in... If they type in new, N-E-W, store 20, the number 20, new store 20, will get 20% off anything in the store. And there's everything in there, from clothing that I've worn on sets. I have a lot of feet people who like stockings and hose and heels are on there. All of my DVDs are on there that I produce. You can buy Skype sessions. There's all sorts of goodies on there.
Absolutely. And that's wonderful. So you said they would get 20% off if they type in new store 20 for the code. That is wonderful.
Yep. And as soon as I get off the phone with you, I'm going to go ahead and set that up. So if anybody's trying to do it right now, it's not going to work.
Absolutely. Okay, so they can wait a little bit and try that. And as far as the internet, you seem to have embraced it a lot. Does the internet help or hinder what you do?
Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine functioning without it. For sure it helps. It's able to reach a wide variety of people. And, back in the day, people used to feel uncomfortable. They'd have to go to a store, on their local neighborhood or the store in the seedy part of the town and buy DVDs, etc. I also, back to the point I made earlier about how I got my start in the industry, I'm a swinger, so there are swinger sites that I go to, and I look for unsuspecting people to hit up and meet up with. So you may have a profile on one of the swinger sites like Adult Friend Finder or Swingers Date Club or Lifestyle Lounge. Those are the three that I really use a lot. And I've actually found a lot of my talent from there.
That's amazing.
So sign up now.
Wonderful. Of course, I'm on the line with Alexis Golden. You're always looking.
I'm always looking for the next big dick to conquer, so... You never know. You could be standing next to me at the airport or wherever.
Yeah, well, I mean, you seem very recognizable, so I don't think that you could sneak up on me. I'd spot you.
One of the things too that I'd like to ask your help with, and your fans' help with, is right now there is a voting process going on for the Fanny Awards, and the Fannies are sponsored by the Exotica people. So I don't know if you've heard about them. They do a lot of big conventions.
Yes.
So there's a big convention in Atlantic City in April, and they have awards there. So I am up for nominations for MILF of the Year. I would love for your people to go and vote for me, MILF of the Year, at ExoticaExpo.com is the site that you go to. Type in Alexis Golden and give me your vote. You can vote once a day or once every 24 hours.
Absolutely. When does voting stop?
I believe the 20th of March.
Okay, so once again, everyone go to ExoticaExpo.com. The MILF of the Year, of course, we know it's Alexis Golden.
Of course. They actually have the name of the award as Who's Your Mommy?
Who's Your Mommy?
Who's your mommy? Shout it out loud. Who's your mommy?
Who's your mommy? Definitely cast your votes there. ExoticaExpo.com for Alexis Golden. Who's your mommy? I like that.
That's pretty funny, isn't it?
We will definitely spread the word for you. Anything else you need to say before we get out of here?
Honey, no, you've been really great. Thank you so much for having me on. Thanks to all your fans. And who knows, maybe I'll see you in line at my casting call. Never say never.
Never say never. Sounds good. Thank you so much, Alexis Golden of the website alexisgolden.com. Log on there. The casting is going down. This is your chance to be a part of the filming that's going on in Miami, April the 26th to May the 2nd. Log on there for more information. Thank you so much, Alexis.
Bye.
If you're listening to us on iTunes or Stitcher Radio, please take a moment to give us a 5-star rating or review. We love the feedback. If you're on YouTube, click the like button. Here at YouStreamRadio, we bring you exciting programming absolutely free of charge. Log on to YouStreamRadio.com today. Thank you for listening, y'all.